Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another Bears video. I'm going to be discussing a couple things that I just don't understand about what the Bears are doing currently. Everybody keeps telling me they're in a rebuild year, but then they keep making moves that suggest that they think that they're supposed to be winning games. I don't know. Bears fans can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways. You can't give the excuse that we're in a rebuild year, but then this front office is still doing stupid shit. If you didn't already know, Montez was traded for a second-round pick before the trade deadline. This was also at the same time that Chase Young was traded for a third-round pick. Now, I don't know if the Commanders just weren't willing to give us Chase Young for the third-round pick, and here's my thought process is Justin Fields, if you think Justin Fields is your guy, why wouldn't you go with the guy that Justin Fields likes? I know they play on two different sides of the ball, right? But they were teammates at Ohio State. Why wouldn't you go with the guy that Justin Fields was advocating for versus the guy that probably nobody in this building knows? And the fact of the matter is, Montez, I don't know how long ago, but he was just re-signed to an extension already. Hasn't played it down, hasn't played a snap. I think he's only practiced a couple times. At most, he's probably practiced 3 times so far. It's strange. He was signed for 4 years, $98 million guaranteed. Well, 98 was the first number I saw, was 4 years, 98, with the total going up to 105. And if you didn't know, that puts him above a guy like Max Crosby in terms of salary over those same amount of years, but just below a guy like Myles Garrett. I don't think Montez is that type of guy. I really don't. I would have rather given Chase Young that money with the potential, because at least you can sit here and say, oh, injuries have affected him. He could still be a very good pass rusher, but injuries have affected him. Whereas with a guy like Montez, he just has never played particularly great. Now, I don't remember exactly how many games he played. I can look this up right now. You can't sit here and tell me that Montez is just a straight-up better pass rusher. Yeah, never mind. He played 16, 16, 10, 17, and played all 8 so far this year. Yeah, I'm going to be real. When you're not even getting a half a sack a game, basically, there's only been 1 year where he's gotten more than half a sack a game, which was 2020. He got 9 in 16 games, so just a little over half a sack a game. Okay, he got half a sack a game in 2021 as well, because he got 5 sacks in 10 games. But man, you can't honestly tell me that this was a better move for the Chicago Bears. I really, really do not understand this. And it's kind of disrespectful to a guy like Jaylon Johnson, who apparently there's been reports from Bears insiders that have said that Jaylon Johnson is not asking for like top of the market cornerback money, like not resetting the cornerback market money. He's asking for just to be paid for his services, right? Now, of course, it's going to be high. You need to start off high. You can always work your way down. You can't work your way back up, which I totally get. But Jaylon Johnson has played well. Yes, he's dealt with some injuries in the past and stuff like that. But I don't understand not paying your guys, but trading a high second for a guy that arguably isn't going to be that great, you know? And this is with him playing with guys with Jonathan Allen and De'Aaron Payne, and then Chase Young for, 4 years now? 3 years, technically? You know, it's not like he hasn't had other pass rushers on the, ball with him. And you could sit here and say, well, they're taking away potential sacks. That's not how that works. More pass rushers equal more sack opportunities because they can only double team one of you. So if they're double teaming Jonathan Allen on the inside, that gives you an opportunity one-on-one with the tackle every single fucking rep. I don't understand why we just paid Montez this type of money. I understand we were going to have to extend him. I understand, Ryan Poles wants to make a move. But if this does not work, Ryan Poles has just set the franchise back another 3 years, as well as the fact that this could be something that gets him fired. I'm going to be real. If this doesn't turn out, if Montez comes here and picks up only like a sack through the remaining 9 games or however many we have, this could arguably get him fired going into next season. His loyalty to Velus Jones for some reason, because he was a 3rd-round pick, trading a second for Chase Claypool, trading a second for Montez giving him that big extension. If you don't come to, an agreement with Jaylon Johnson, if I'm Kevin Warren, I'm looking at these moves and I'm going, hey man, this is not looking good for you. You better hope something happens. You better hope he looks promising. He looks good. Because he's going to be 28 next year. He's going to be 27 the rest of this year. He does have a September 4th birthday. Early September birthday. I know that much. September 4th, September 11th, something like that. So he has an early birthday, so that is the good news. Basically, each season he gets, it's not like he has like a May birthday, so it's not like he has like a December birthday, so it's not like he's 27 now and it's going to be 28 before the season's over. I guess is what I'm saying. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to word that. I don't appreciate not paying Jaylon Johnson. I understand you needed to go out and make a move for a pass rush. I understand. I've been saying that. I thought we should have made a move at the beginning of the season. I understand Washington, I guess, wanted to see what they had before, ownership wanted to see what they had before blowing it up. I get that. But I think we should have went out and made a move. Like, I think we still had like $20 million left. I think we spent like just enough because there's a cap floor that you have to spend each season in the NFL. That's part of the rules. And I think we like just got below that. And I was sitting there saying, hey, go sign Samson Ebukam to whatever he wants for a year. Go give Justin Houston money for a year. Go give Yannick Ngakoue a year. Like, just go out and get these veteran guys so that we can really see what our corners are, really see what our linebacking core is. Andrew Billings apparently got a 2-year extension. At least I thought he did. I could look that up real quick. I'm 95% sure he did. I think it was like 2 years, 8.5 is what I saw. I don't mind that, right? You're going out off of a couple good games he had, a couple good, fine games. And I don't really understand that if you think either one of your young defensive tackles are the guys. I really don't. I think you should have sat around, waited, seen what was going to happen with your young defensive tackles. And then at the end of the season, yes, I know if he plays well, he's going to be more expensive if you wait. I get that. I really do. But signing a defensive tackle to almost $10 million over the next 2 seasons, and by the time he's done, he's going to be 30. He's never been a phenomenal defensive tackle. There's a reason why he's bounced around. I think this is his 5th team. It's either his 4th or 5th team. There's a fucking reason. It's not just because people don't want to pay the man. There is reasons, right? He's not a pass rusher. He's not super duper talented. I understand you got to keep talent, but I don't think he's one of the talent guys that you should have kept around. And then, like I said, just not paying Jaylon Johnson really sucks. Giving up a second for Montez Sweat. I don't understand the direction the Bears are going currently. And I'm going to be honest, this could go bad for Poles. This really could. And I haven't been the most, Poles has done a fantastic job. I really haven't. I don't think he has. Looking at his draft picks, they haven't been anything special. They just haven't. The corner and the safety struggle to stay on the field. The wide receiver, if you want to even call him that, the gadget guy that's fucking 26 going on 27 or is 27 now. But gadget guy that's 26. There's a reason why. Look, here's something I will say. I get if there's injuries, sometimes you will come out of college later, and I understand drafting those guys. But we're talking about the 23-year-olds that took 5 years to get out of college. Not the dude that spent fucking 6 years in college. I remember playing NCAA 20, with the 20 rosters, playing with Velus Jones at USC. He was on USC. I remember playing with him on USC. 2016 to 2019, so I must have played with him on the 2019 roster. What the actual fuck? If you are talented, you will have a draft profile. Like I said, if I'm Kevin Warren, I'm cleaning house. If I'm Kevin Warren, I'm going, we're done. We're not doing this shit no more. I don't give a fuck over the Bears. We're cleaning house. We're going to get rid of everybody right now. Raiders did it. I think the Bears should do it. I think they should have done it before the Montez Sweat trade, to be fair. I wanted a pass rusher. I did. And I'm not saying Montez Sweat is particularly bad, but I think he's not going to look even as close to good as he did on the Commanders because we don't have other pass rushers. Ooh, we have Yannick Ngakoue. Cool. Big dog. I don't understand the direction the Bears team is heading. I really don't. And I'm trying not to be negative. If you heard me in the offseason, I was super hyped. We're going to go out there. We're going to be, 9-8, 10-7. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to look good. Justin Fields is going to advance. His defense is going to step up and make big plays. All this and that. I don't want to be negative. I don't. But it's hard to not be negative when this shit is still happening. If Montez Sweat does not become a decent pass rusher with us, Ryan Poles should be fired. 110%. And especially if the Bears front office as well doesn't want to keep Justin Fields, let's say ownership and Kevin Warren don't want to keep Justin Fields, I think if you plan on going quarterback next draft, if we have a high enough pick to go after either Drake May or Caleb Williams. And look, I know I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams fan either. I think you move on from the GM. I think you move on from the head coach. You bring a GM in and a coach in, and you bring in a GM, he brings a coach in, and you basically just say, hey, you can take a QB if you want. Go get your guy. Go get your guys. Let's start this. Let's go. We're done fucking pussyfooting around. This division is weak right now. The Vikings aren't going to look much better going into next year with Kirk Cousins tearing his Achilles and potentially leaving Minnesota. Green Bay Packers have some stuff to figure out. The Lions aren't particularly, I think, great. I think they're just a very good team that fights and is physical. I don't know why we're sitting around waiting. I really don't. This team is frustrating to say the least, and I don't think there's much hope for the rest of the season. I just want to see what we have in talent in terms of youth and just talent in general on this team. That being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video or any of the videos like this, do you guys agree with the Montez Sweat trade? Do you guys agree with his extension? Was it good? Was it bad? Did we get fleeced? I think we did. I think a third was almost too much to give up. With that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.